I am proof that you can write and publish a book as a teenager regardless of time, age, or money. And while it did take a lot of thought and work, I was able to do it. So today we're going to be pulling back the curtain on how I got the idea all the way to the publication date. Hi, my name is Sirour. I'm 16 years old. I play lacrosse, I run cross country, I do theater, I dance ballet, I work a job, and I have a grade 8 average in all my classes. And I just recently published my debut fantasy novel, it's YA, titled Forgotten: The Maria Curse. If you've ever considered writing a book, or you thought you were too young, or you didn't think anyone would believe in you or think it was credible, this is a video for you, because trust me, it is 100% possible and you can do it as well. I got the idea around 7th grade. It was either winter or late fall-ish, and I just remember waking up from a dream and I just had to write all of it down. So I opened up a Google document and I just started typing away everything I could think of, and then I went and worked out. I didn't start officially writing until freshman year, but before then in 7th and 8th grade I would write on and off, maybe some ideas I had, continuations of different scene ideas I had in my head that I wanted to read about, but I never actually dove deep into it. In middle school, I had a lot more time to write. However, there was no structure whatsoever to the book, no structure for when I scheduled time to write. It was whenever I had an idea and it just went onto that same Google document. The first chapter I completed was in fact my prologue, which it has developed a lot more since then, so it's not the original that is in the book now. But after a while, I finished it, all of it, in around November 2023. But I hated it, so I quit the book. I quit the draft. I just went away from it. It got pushed onto the shelf. I had at least 5 drafts of my story between 2024 and 2025, and my last draft was completed in December 2025, and then I went into my final round of editing, which was just minor grammar things, and I finished that in January 2026. Where it originally started, that's now book 2, and some characters don't even appear until later on now. And you can see in my earlier drafts how it's changed from each version. And my character changed as well. Certain elements of her personality shifted as I continued writing. Usually came either early morning, late at night, or literally during the school day. I would be writing down ideas. I always had like a notebook on me. I would jot down whatever thought I was having at that time, or I would have a sticky notes with me. I did in fact burn out many times. I did my draft so many times, and I would just leave it for months, for weeks, for days, depending on how long my season of burnout was. Writer's block hit me when I had too many ideas and zero guidance. So I would get overwhelmed and have zero clue what to do with all these ideas I had floating around in my brain. It's like, oh, does this need to go here? Does that need to go there? Do I take this out? Oh, what if I added this in? And I'd be like, oh, I just gotta stop and step away. I had the option to choose an editor, and I was going to, I did reach out to a couple. I opted to edit myself. I did a lot of self-edits, a lot, and I got a lot of feedback. So I used their feedback the people gave me to help edit my book. Same with cover design. I could have hired someone, and I opted to do it myself. So I did in fact publish my book January 29th, 2026. Took about 2.5 years, but if we're talking about hardcore working on it, about a year. Because there was downtime from the different drafts, so I could take a break, come back to it, and edit it with a clear vision and goal in mind. Imagine if your favorite book, your favorite author, they just stopped writing it. They never put it out into the world. You could be writing someone else's favorite book right now, so don't ever stop writing. I could change anything different to not doubt my stuff as much, because it's a good story. I do enjoy my story. I'm proud of what I've written and what I've put out into the world. So just start now. Underestimating yourself will accomplish 0. Do not underestimate yourself. You're more creative than you think. All those ideas up in your brain, they matter, and you can shape them into something. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what you're working on, so please drop a comment in whatever project you're thinking about, any recent books you've read that are really good. And for me in the future, we're going to be working on outlining book 2, because I'm really struggling with that right now. But remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams or accomplish anything. Do not wait. You got this.